We are under the bright lights. Now at the plate, Brendan Rodgers. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The third baseman.
First offering on its way.
Rodgers.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of the last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, when you get off to a slow start, all you want to do is get back to that 500 number, and you don't care how you get there. Well, this team has done exactly that, and today starts the first day. Hopefully they find a way to get a win, 1 game over 500, and everybody is feeling good about the season.
Pops this one up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Bureau? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a break.
Stepping into the box, Jose Altuve. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. The 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. They try to come in with a fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan?
These guys are hoping that Altuve can turn it around today. You know how bad he was last month? He hit 200 on the nose. Not a lot of guys can stay in the lineup when they're struggling this bad, so we're hoping to see that he can figure this thing out soon.
A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Gamble stands at second with 2 gone. Now a sinker's low off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and counter.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Astros lead. Now at the plate, Darren Obradave. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming, here it is.
Darren.
This one's close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man. And the pitch on 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Keenan has it. Throw just does beat him to the bag as that was pretty close. A chance now from target field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
This offense really needs Carlos Correa to step up. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. It looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
And they'll go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Yep, that ball went out. 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Tim Who becomes out number 2 this inning. Sliced hard on the ground. Close play at first, but he's called out of the side as the top.
Leading off for Houston.
First delivery to him on the way. This is on the ground over the first. Right there. And he can only avoid this so long as they put the tag on him here for the first out.
The designated hitter.
Now the Astros designated hitter, Steven Souza, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Two and 1 now to Steven Souza. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swung out, missed, and it's even at 2-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Stepping up now, Mauricio Dubois. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bader is in pursuit. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Dan Robinson, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
The 1-0. This is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line. Just how they draw it up.
Coming to the plate now, Alex Healy. First pitch coming, here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Robinson gets his lead at first, nobody out. On, he pops it up. In there, base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game. Takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Time for a look at the Astros on base. And I want to focus on Jose Altuve. Pound for pound, the best player in big league baseball. A Gold Glove second baseman, he can do it all. 5-2, the ability to turn a double play with the best of them.
1-0 the count. Set up away, but he misses with a slur ball for ball 2. Javeri is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter, it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty D, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really tough to get 3 or 4 hits off of. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the better pitchers.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And he got him. So 2 on with 2 away. And into bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. In tight there as he's got to turn out of the way of that one. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 2 down, runners at first and second.
I got 2-1
Ball
to count.
runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
Nope.
A little too tall
3
that
balls,
time. 3-1 now.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And he fouls this one off. Bouncer up the middle. Reined in. And the 2-out will not come to pass as the now batting, Chas McCormick.
Leading off for Houston.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Yeah.
And this one's
Count
not
1-0.
close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. So 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Fouled off. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Seared down the first baseline. That finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball when he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the
One ball,
off-speed.
1 strike.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Ripped down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
One thing to take note of is how these last two batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
You got a full count. 3-2.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now back. The third base.
The base is empty now after the double play. And standing in is the rookie third baseman, Brendan Rodgers. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
That's a
And
ball.
this is low, ball 2. 2-1. And there's a base hit on the line. So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away. As we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And we find that these guys are currently 4th best in that category in the junior circuit. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it.
Welcome back as the Twins look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning, and you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. Coming into this one, they find themselves last in the league in runs scored, and a big part of that has to do with their lack of home run production. The category where they also rank dead last. In talking to a member of the front office, he acknowledged how important home runs are to scoring runs in today's sport, and that they simply haven't done a good enough job of getting the power bat they need in place. He went on to say, it's probably the #1 problem we have to address going forward. Matt?
Thank you, Heidi. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the third right there.
2-2 the count. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so his work is full now at 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
This is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first down.
The batter, #1, second baseman.
Digging in for his second at bat, Darren Overdovich. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. Break out the tape measure. That one is long. Say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
First pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2. 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing them before.
Popped up, and no one will track it down. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Digging in to try it again. Number 22. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Low with a fastball here in the dirty. It's ball 1. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Popped him up. Rogers has room in foul territory. Trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Twins fire the opening. So digging in now, Jose Altuve. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in 1. Fastball calls for strike 2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Jose Altuve goes quietly leading off the 4th.
Walker.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. fouled away. On a line, that's a base hit.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Zero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zips right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out on his only trip to the plate so far. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
That's a pitch right there. You can't get discouraged. Sometimes, even when you make a good pitch, the ball is trying to hold somewhere. That was right up the middle.
And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. Riding in once again, Mauricio Dubois, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Takes the low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
I never found myself on the mound in the big league, but it must be nice.
There's the first. Hey now. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Dan Robinson. He singled his last time. In there, 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel to first.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting guaranteed fastball.
Digging in, Alex Healy. He reached on a single in his first run.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets
not good stop. Hello.
So a runner at first with 1-man job. And the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Robinson, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
2-1. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. It's up to a 3-2 full count now. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
Here comes the first pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Obradovich, a 25-year-old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Stays alive, still 0-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
The right fielder,
and that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. He's set and the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Got him out on the front foot. It's 0-2. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And he lays off the swerve. 1-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready with the 1-2. And another foul ball. 1-2. Here it is. And Slurve can't find the zone, and it's 2-2.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Weak grounder down the line at third. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Hit back up the middle. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Into the box, Austin wins. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. No runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll come back with 1 in the 3rd as the count moves to 2-1 now. Smallman behind now, 3-1. Brendan Rodgers will be next. 3-2.
Careful.
Grounded to the right. To his right of the double. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there. He got him. Digging in and looking for more. Brendan Rodgers. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Count even now at 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2. It's taken down and in for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Full count now, 3-2. Count remains full. Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3. Jalen Beats will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Number 68.
Stepping in, Colby Obradavis comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Wins, recovers, and the throw is there to record the first out. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Darren comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You can tell by that last at bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
And here's a ball hit in the air, and no one will track it down. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. On the ground up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And you can see right there he currently holds the top spot in that category on this Minnesota ball club. So coming to the plate, Tim Koo. Here's the first pitch to him. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this one will bounce into the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Into the box now, number 22. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he lays off for ball 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. Starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Swinging a looper to left. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scored. Will throw to the plate. Oh, but it's off the line, so the run will score.
Boy, that's one of the beauties of speed. That trail runner right there. It's just too fast. They try to make a play at the plate, but they had no chance to get in.
Yeah, you got to put that one in your pocket right there and stop the hitter from advancing to second base and getting in scoring position. There was no chance at the plate.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Robinson comes in at 6'3" tall and bats from both sides of the plate. This is his first year at the big league level. A pitch out, the throw. And they will tag him out between first and second. 2 out, nobody on. Him up. Walker foul ground, and no one will track it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Ready once again, Ben Gamble. He'll be the one leading things off for Houston in the 6th. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Line towards center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this season. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Skied into straightaway right. Bader will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Now stepping up to the plate, Christian Walker. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ball 1 too low, 1-0. Both teams with 6 hits so far. The 1-0. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Bare-handed for 1. On the first, it's a double play. If the woes continue, the inning is over. Astros. Now at the plate, Alex Healy.
Leading off for the Twins, the left fielder.
First delivery to him on the way.
Healy.
This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Wins. Goes to get it, and the throw is wide. Throw is low, and he can't come up with it.
Low. Now batting, shortstop.
So a runner. First now with nobody out. Former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa bats next. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Healy aboard here at first with nobody out. And he fouls this one off. So 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. And will step off. Back in Stanley. Nobody out, runner on first. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Hit in the air out to right. Gamble moves over. 1 down. the first pitch to him. Down the third baseline.
That ball's foul.
This gets foul. It's 0-1. Set. Here's the 0-1.
One ball,
Well
one
outside
strike.
with the curveball for a ball.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
And it fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw
Nope,
his time.
that's a ball.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyway.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
The right fielder.
Stepping in,
12.
Harrison Bader. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Bader.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Grounded back up the middle. Got it. A bare hand for 1. On to first. Man alive. What a double.
Your attention, please.
Sands is on to
Now
pitch from the
pitching for the
bullpen now to
Twins.
start inning number 7.
Number 44.
Settling in
Ball.
now, Jeremy
Sands.
Pena. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Ball in.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped up. Obradovich. Foul ground. And no one will get this one. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here he comes again, 1-2. Another one sent foul. The 1-2. Pitch popped up. And this is taken in for out number 1. At the plate, Steven Souza. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And a high strike there, 0-1. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Nope,
Now a
that's
good
down.
pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone, 2-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2. Another try at 2-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The
bat.
bullpen has looked sharp and
center
has backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Count 1-0.
Mauricio Dubois is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And it really throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. Big trailer here, 3-0. Stepping in, Colby try and get something started in the home half of the seventh. First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Count 1 and 2.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses that balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Another 2-2. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Jaron striding again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash it back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. There is Tuve, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Tim Poole will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this evening.
The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Wins, corrals it, but he's not going to have a play, and they'll allow him to reach first after the strikeout.
Now batting.
Next for Minnesota, number 22. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And
Off the plate, ball 1.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Now batting, catcher
Ty Buttry trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Now pitching for
and Robinson will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. A big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Buttry, the former Angel, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Inside and low, 2-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McCormick is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Twins strand a pair, but they lead it. Number 24 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager. Leading off the inning, Chaz McCormick. They'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. 1-2.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. Fouled away.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Line drive to center field. Number 22 is there, and he'll bring this one in. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Brendan Rodgers. This is line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Healy is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Ball 2 now. McCormick over at second. Rodgers on at first with 2 down. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Next up for the Astros, Christian Walker. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats in the ballgame so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it matters.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now in the box, Pena, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is returned. Stephen Oker is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 13.
Digging in, Alex Healy. Byron Buxton is going to grab a bat here as she looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the eighth if they look for some insurance. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Ready for another chance? Carlos Correa. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent on the ground out to second. Altuve has it. And very quickly there, they're two gone to start the inning.
Now back.
Driving into the box. From the stretch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. 0-2 delivery.
One ball.
And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much,
drilled right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that in. Byron Buxton will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Johan Duran comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. First offering on its way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. So striding in, Mauricio Dubois. First delivery to him on the way. Downward action there, and it's 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. That's taken up and in for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he loses him on a breaking ball.
The left fielder, number 20. Yeah.
Jordan Alvarez will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 44. Jordan Alvarez.
Fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The average to start things out at .324. 11 home runs and 19 driven in. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. One pitch is a splitter, called strike 2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Swinging a ball in line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get fouled. Again, he sends it out of play. Dubois stands at first with one out. He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now that
plate, Austin wins. Comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. 0-1 the count. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the ninth inning. Game on the line. Get yourself on base. Create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
No balls and 1 strike. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And now this crowd, announced at around 22,000, comes to their feet. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Bader moves over, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of the new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Minnesota led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Pablo Lopez wins his 3rd of the season. Christian Javeri was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Johan Duran earns the save out of the bullpen, his 11th of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
the final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting in the American League Central, Pablo Lopez earned the 3rd W of his season as the Twins were victorious over Houston 3-1. The Baltimore Orioles combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the White Sox on the south side 3-1. The Tampa Bay Rays knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 5-3. They now have 6 straight victories. Hunter Wood earned his first victory of the season, leading the Indians to the win over Miami 4-1. Nick Nelson had his first victory of the year as the Phillies down Detroit 3-2. Only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 1-0. The Mariners completed a short 2-game sweep as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 6-3. The Pirates racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 8-5. Colin McHugh collected his first W this season as Atlanta got past the Padres 4-3. It was their 5th straight victory. Roenis Elias got his 2nd W of the season, helping